here's a question from Ms. Tasha Boeem's 8th grade class. From Daniel, the question is there any advice for writing a book? My advice for writing a book is to really fall in love with books. What I mean by that is, as much as you like to write books, you have to really love reading books. And I think reading books is the best way to become a writer, because you'll read how people write, and subconsciously, or you'll look at that, you'll look at the way they write, and if you read enough books, you'll understand how story works. And as a result, you'll hear all these people talking about 3-act structures and things like that. I'm not familiar with all the rules and devices for good storytelling, but because I've read so many books, because I've exposed myself to so many stories, I may not know the terminology about writing a book, but I understand what makes a good book. And I think one of the most important things about writing is having a good taste. And what I mean by that is, you may watch something that you love, but you need to ask yourself why you love that thing. And then you have to go so far as to ask what other people think, and whether or not their opinions of that movie or book or story match with yours. And then you uncover more questions. You ask, well, why is it that I like it, but they don't like it? Or if you watch a bad movie and you try to figure out, well, why is this movie bad? You learn a lot from good things. You learn from bad things. You learn from like difference of opinions from other creative people. But I think beyond being able to tell a story, you need to be able to stand outside of yourself and look at the work that you make, or look at other people's work, and try to understand what makes it good, what makes it bad, what they're trying to say. But really understand what the story or the writer's trying to communicate, and whether it's the best way to tell that story. One of the best lessons I ever got was illustrating a book that was written by Mac Barnett that I illustrated, called Oh No, or How My Science Project Destroyed the World. And when I got the manuscript from Mac, it was only about 127 words. The entire manuscript was only 127 words. But there was something beautiful about the brevity of the manuscript that allowed me as an illustrator to stretch my legs and do most of the storytelling through the visual parts of the book. And for me, that was a valuable lesson in the economy of words. There's a balance between drawing pictures and writing words that you have to kind of find. And when I looked at my own work, I realized that I was too wordy, that I was too descriptive on certain things, and I wouldn't let the artwork carry some of the weight. And that's an example of being inspired and learning from, like other writing friends and how to do it better. So yeah, just by the nature of studying other people's work, it helps you become better at your own craft.